right now. Right now. Need crew love right now. Cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
He'll drop to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
And they hand it off to Dorsett. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Detroit! Set! Blue landing!
Looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back line up, Philly, here we go.
On the give, this is Dorsett. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
180.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. The open man is Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Set.
From the gun, here's Newton. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Let's rock now. Great. Set.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Set. 180.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
Let's talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Yeah, you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And now here come the Cowboys. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Detroit!
They begin with a run by Smith. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. The pitch goes to Smith. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. try and run for it with Smith. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Newton. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
That's taken on a 25. Called out a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now a pitch out to Williams. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, you got three.
Operating from the gun. Newton. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Detroit! Back there in Philly, here we go!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Luke Kuechly not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hayes. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
Gun. Set 180. Hey.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. From the gun, Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Here we go. Great.
Now Newton on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Gun.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run it with Williams. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Gano now to add the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 17-14. Gano out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now they'll He'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Gone!
They'll look to throw here. On the crossing route, complete. It's Pearson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey! 20. Gun. What do you? Hey!
To throw on second down. Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. Newton now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a first and 10. They fake the give. Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
They
run it again with Williams. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a give to Davis. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Off play action. Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Newton now 9 of 17 through the air.
20.
To throw is Newton. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Newton being chased out left. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll come out in the pistol.
Hey.
Here's Davis. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
That was a statement stop right there. Now it forces the opposing head coach to answer this question. What do you do on 4th down?
And Gano's kick is right through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Detroit! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to... got his man complete! He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They give him a gain of 37. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Again, it's Smith. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. McCaffrey on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard. Line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Panthers on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Newton. Smith catches left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first down throw for Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Second and goal from inside the 5. He's going to get it running right. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Out of the gun, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watching that, Barney! Barney! Watching that, Barney! Barney!
He's back to throw. He'll bite, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
3-19!
They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Newton's going to throw it. And he checks this one down to Williams. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina! A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now it's Dorsett, and he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw. And, they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he comes back with one complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really